Hi. So today we will discuss about the Kakhovka reservoir which has been destroyed, and we will try to analyze who destroyed it, who benefits by it, and anybody who gets the benefit must be the one who destroyed it. So we will go into details. So looking at the location of this reservoir, it lies in Kherson, and a brief history about Kherson is that the city was established in year 1855. It was founded by the decree of Catherine the Great, and if you look at the Ukrainian National Survey in 2001, so 76% of the population were Ukrainians, 20% were Russians, and 3 to 4% were others. I'm sure these demographics must have changed post-war, and quite possible that large number of Ukrainians would have fled the city and moved westwards. And as per, if you talk about the UN head Antonio Guterres, according to him, at least 16,000 people lost their homes, but different reports are coming that maybe even 30 to 40,000 people might have lost their homes. So, who might have caused this damage? First, if you look about Russia, that has Russia caused it? So, what will Russia gain by destroying this reservoir? First of all, the spring counter-offensive by Ukrainians will definitely be delayed at least for a month or 1.5 months because of the flooding, and those areas will become quite muddy. So the movement will not be easy in Crimea and also other Russian occupied cities in the south. So Russians now have a luxury to move their troops away from the flooded areas to more threatened areas. So this is one positive thing which Russians may get from it if they destroyed the reservoir. But what I think that it is a very immediate benefit which they may get, because the losses which they are tremendous. And what are the losses? The losses is, number one, this reservoir supplies water to Crimea, and it is believed that something between 70% to 80% of Crimean water is being supplied from this reservoir, especially that water which is used for irrigation, not the drinking water. Drinking water they are having to suffice it, but the irrigation water of Crimea, most of it goes from this reservoir. So if your population is not fed properly, though Russia can supply, but it is not easy to supply during the wars from the mainland Russia to Crimea, food and other stuff. And what about the employment of the people who depend on agriculture? So definitely the Crimean agriculture will be hit, and there are chances that people may revolt against Russia. There may be sentiments against Russia because of the problems they will face. So in medium term, if you talk, it is not good for Russia. Plus a big plus is that the dam also ensured water supply to the cooling ponds of Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, which is Europe's largest power plant, and it is something around 93 miles northeast of this dam. So, and this Zaporizhia plant is under the control of Russians, so they won't want that anything happens like Chernobyl over there. And a big US analyst, geopolitical analyst, just around 7 days before the dam was destroyed, he said that, and I'm using his words, though now he has taken a U-turn after this all destruction of dam and all the human crisis happened. What he said 7 days prior to the destruction of dam, he said that if Zaporizhia is turned offline, then Ukrainians will be in easy range of every road and rail connection between Russia proper and Crimean Peninsula. I am repeating him again. He said, if Zaporozhye is turned offline, then Ukrainians will be in easy range of every road and rail connection between Russia proper and the Crimean Peninsula. So this definitely gives a big benefit to Ukrainians as per that big geopolitical thinker and list. Just let me say, he was Petersian. Now he has taken a U-turn. Now he is blaming Russia for that. So Ukrainians could have done this, but on the cost of their immediate summer offensive. And as far as Russians are concerned, they can postpone the summer offensive in Crimea for a short term. So I don't think Russians might have done this, because anyway the first days or 2 days of summer spring offensive didn't go well for Ukrainians. There are reports of damage, destruction of the Leopard tanks, also the tanks which they got from France. 3 tanks they got from France. There are various numbers from 8 to 16 of Leopard tanks. So if 8, go conservatively, if 8 out of 60 is been destroyed in a single day, that means a lot. Then also the artillery they got, it is also being destroyed. So I don't think the spring offensive of Ukraine is going well anyway. So I don't buy that argument that Russia did it. Similar arguments were put when Nord Stream was destroyed and the whole blame was shifted upon Russians, that Russians did it. That time also I said that why will Russia destroy that infrastructure which is giving them leverage on Europe's #1 economy, that is Germany. But all the blame was put on Russians. But now even the Western press is saying that it was a small Ukrainian group who did it. Whether it was a group or it was the government backed people, we don't know, and we will never come to know. Similarly, I don't think that we will ever come to know about who destroyed this dam, this reservoir facility. Plus, you look at that video where Lindsey Graham was talking with Zelensky, and he was talking that about Russians dying. He was actually celebrating in a way that Russians are dying and this is the best money they have spent. So these things definitely put a question mark on Ukraine, but still it's not certain, it's unclear who did it. Then there is also one more third possibility, that nobody did it, and because there is an ongoing war and shelling of this reservoir has been done number of times, so this infrastructure, because there is no repairing works going on because of the ongoing war, it became fragile and it got destroyed. So nobody destroyed it, and it got destroyed because of the war, because of the shelling. It got weak, the structure became weak and got destroyed, and due to which all this human casualty has happened, and now the blame game by both the sides is going on. This is also one possibility, but I think now the West will try to put additional sanctions upon Russia and try to put them under the blacklist of FATF. It's quite possible that they may put Russians under the blacklist of the FATF. Well, it's unclear who is responsible for destroying the Kakhovka Dam, but water has long been weaponized in wars. For an example, the 1943 British bombardment of Germany's Mohane Dam killed at least 1200 people. Dams were also bombarded in Vietnam. Dams were also bombarded in Korean wars, and even the Baghdad's water supply network was bombarded in 90s. But there was no halla That time nobody was talking so much because they were Asian people who were affected, and right now these are European people who are being affected. That is the reason so much talks are going on. Thank you.